Hello and good morning, class 11th. Dear boys and girls, I was teaching you direct and indirect, and I had told you that unless you learn the tenses, it will be difficult to understand any other grammar exercises. And I stick by my words. So remember this, that you must be through with tenses first. I had told you about 5 types of sentences. I'm just repeating and revising those things that I have already discussed. What were the 5 types of sentences? I told you that the first type is assertive, and assertive has 2 types, that is affirmative and negative. You must have noted it down, I hope. Affirmative and negative. So what was the situation? This was a straight sentence which does not have not, never, etc. Whereas this negative sentence has, what does it have? It has not, never, etc. Such negative words it has. That is what is called negative sentence. The straight sentence, I give you an example. For example, COVID-19 is subsiding now. Means it is coming down now. This is just a statement, and it's a simple statement. So it is affirmative. If we say that things are not improving, so not improving, not shows that the sentence is negative. But at the same time, both types of sentences are called assertive sentences. Okay? I hope you understand that. Second type I had told you was, interrogative sentence. Interrogative, which means questions. Questions are also of 2 types. First is yes-no types. Yes-no types questions, I told you, they begin with auxiliary verbs. For example, are you listening? So the answer to this question will be in yes or no. When the answer is in yes or no, that is what is called yes-no type questions. And the connector with such sentences will be if or whether. They are to be connected with if or whether. Then the second type of questions are informative questions. Informative questions. What are they? They start with what, which, when, why, etc. Now in such questions, when, why, where, etc. means all the words beginning with WH. That's why they are also called were type questions. The only word that begins with H is how. How is also included in this category. So they are informative questions. And informative questions have the connector as what, which, when, why only. So the same word is used for connecting it. Then I told you imperative sentences. Imperative, or I had told you commands and requests. So they are also of 2 types, commands and requests. Commands begin with verb. They begin with verb. For example, sit down, wait a little, go off from here, stay away, wait, stop, run, go, like that. So they are commands. The connector is 2. 2 is the connector. Here also the connector is 2 in request. But you see, in request we use the terms, for example, please, etc. is used. So we say that he requested, like that. Sir, etc. If sir or madam, etc. is used there, you would say respectfully. He asked him respectfully. He requested him respectfully. He told him respectfully to go away from there. Suppose somebody says go away. So he requested him respectfully to go away from there. Go away from here, sir. Suppose you say it. So it would be like that. This is imperative sentence. Then the 4th type I had told you is exclamatory sentence. Now what is an exclamatory sentence? Which expresses surprise. Exclamatory. they express surprise or shock, etc. For example, we say that what a tragic accident. So it would mean what a tragic accident it is. This is how we shall be converting it. And now how it will be converted, for example, see, he exclaimed. Here also we shall be using that. That it was. Now you see there is no proper translation or transcription of the words. What a tragic event. What a tragic accident. What a tragic flaw, etc. What is used to express surprise. So we don't have the exact words parallel to that. Instead, we use it this way. He exclaimed that it was a tragic accident. And then, of course, optative sentences I told you. Optative. Although these days, in most of the books, this type of sentence is also categorized as exclamatory sentence. But it would be better if you learn it separately. अच्छी बात यह होगी कि आप इसको अलग से समझ लें. ऑप्टेटिव में जो है विश, प्रेयर या फिर कर्स होता है. कर्स मतलब श्राप देना, श्राप. कर्स का मतलब गाली देना भी होता है. तो these are called optative sentences. जैसे he said to his son, may God bless you. He prayed for his son that God would become might bless him. Or you might simply say that he prayed to God to bless his son. In this way also we can translate it, because you see there is no science or maths involved, so there is no logic of that sort. Instead the sense counts. भाव मायने रखता है. और इसी तरह से हम इन सेंटेंसेस को कन्वर्ट करते हैं. बच्चों ये हो गया ऑप्टेटिव सेंटेंस. ये 5 तरह के सेंटेंसेस अलग अलग ढंग से कन्वर्ट करे जाते हैं डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में. और एक और चीज़ जो मैंने आपको बताई थी, मैं उसको दोबारा आपको रिपीट कर देता हूँ आज के लिए भी. मैंने कहा था कि चेंज ऑफ टेंसेस. और टेंस चेंज कब होता है? जब रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इज इन द पास्ट टेंस. तो ये बात बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. फर्स्ट बात मैंने बताई थी आपको, अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब प्रेजेंट में या फ्यूचर में होगा तो अंदर का टेंस चेंज नहीं होगा. अब यहाँ पर क्या बात है कि अगर इफ द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इज इन द पास्ट तो सर्टेन चेंजेस डू अकर इन द सेंटेंसेस. तो कोटेड स्पीच में टेंसेस चेंज होते हैं. और वो किस तरह से होते हैं मैंने बताया था आपको कल भी. मैं फिर एक बार दोहरा दे रहा हूँ कि एक तो टेंसेस चेंज होते हैं. टेंसेस कैसे चेंज होते हैं? टेंस चेंज व्हेन रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इज इन पास्ट. In the past. For example, Ram said to Ravi, we shall go to the market in the evening. We shall go to the market in the evening. For example, this is the sentence. So here what would happen is that said to Ram would become told Ram. Ravi told Ram, and this will be replaced because this is a assertive sentence, so the connector will be that. That they, because they are talking among themselves. We are not involved there. So that they shall will become, see, with ing is shall, with they it should be will. So the past tense of will be would. They would go to the market in the evening. Rest of the sentence will remain the same. That is how. And another thing that I told you yesterday only was that how the tense changes would happen. I told you that all the present tenses will change into past tenses respectively. For example, present indefinite will change into past indefinite, present continuous will change into past continuous, present perfect will be past perfect, present perfect continuous will be past perfect continuous. That's very easy. Now with regard to past tense, I told you that the first tense will become the third one. For example, past indefinite will convert into past perfect tense, and the second one will become the fourth one. So past indefinite and then past continuous will change into past perfect continuous. And with regard to future tense, I told you shall will become should, will become would. Other than that, I had also given you certain examples of other verbs. For example, may would become might, can would become could. And similarly, the words showing nearness will show distance. For example, today will become that day. These days will become those days. This will become that. And now will become then. Just will also become then. But just now will become just then. Not because just also has to be converted into then, and now also has to be converted into then. So if it is just now, you are writing then. No, it's not like that. Just now will become just then. And was, had been. In this way, you see, words are changed. And then you see there are certain, this is how you see there occur the changes in direct and indirect speech. Now we can take up a few examples of various miscellaneous sentences. Miscellaneous means of different types. For example, I'll take up some sentences here. Ravi said to Hari, we shall study together in the evening. Now said to Hari, Ravi. Now said to is there because there is an object also. If it had been Ravi said, then in that case we would convert it into Ravi said only. But here we will do it. Ravi told Hari that. Why? Because this is an assertive sentence. You have to decide what type of sentence it is. That they would study together in the evening. Now the next question is, Shyam asked said to Ram, will you come to my place? This is also a question. So, but what type of question it is? It is yes, no type. So it will connect with the help of if or whether. For example, Shyam asked. Now said to will not become will not change into that. Why? Because it is not assertive. It is a question. So asked Ram if or whether. Now see, another thing that must be noticed is will you come. So instead we'll make you will come, like that. It has to be changed into answer form. So whether he would come, would he come, we won't make it. Whether he would come, come, don't make it go here. Or you may put it, otherwise come becomes go. But it depends on the practicality of the situation. Come to his house or his place, and then full stop. Full stop will be put here. Or suppose the question is, when will you come to my place? Suppose the question is like that. So the question word has been added, so it is informative question. In that case, what will we do? Shyam asked Ram. Now if whether will not be used. Why? Because this is not yes or time. It is the question word when. Asked Shyam when. Now when would he come? It would not become like that. Instead it has to be in the answer form. When he would come to his place. So the rest of the portion of the sentence will remain the same. So that is how we convert the questions. And similarly, with regard to orders, go there. The teacher asked the student, or you might say ordered the student, because you see we normally make it in the formal sense, otherwise asked and told is also correct here. For mild commands, it is asked and told also that is used. But in schools you see normally, because people use ordered here. So I'll suggest you that you also do the same to learn to learn the basics. So the teacher ordered the student to go away. Suppose the teacher says go away. The teacher said to the student, go away. The teacher ordered the student, and then how will you connect it? With the help of to go away. Suppose the teacher said to the students, please sit down. Now this is a request, please. So the teacher told the students respectfully, or requested the students to sit down. In this way we shall be using this request form. If it is please, if it is sir and madam also. For example, the student says to the teacher, sir, when will you start teaching? The student asks the teacher respectfully when he would start teaching. When will you? No, will remain will, because I said the student says to the teacher. Suppose you see we make it in present, in that case the tense will not change. The teacher says, the students say to the teacher would become tell the teacher. When will you start teaching? The students ask the teacher when he will start teaching. So will remain will not become verb. Why? Because the reporting verb is in the present tense. And now the surprise is expressed. For example, what a good book. The teacher exclaimed that it was a very great book or extremely great book. And then comes optative sentence. I told you that it has a prayer, curse, etc. May God bless you. The teacher told the student, or wished that the student wished for the student that God might bless him. Or the teacher prayed to God that he might bless him, or prayed to the God to bless him, like this also. Because friends, it is the sense that is of utmost importance rather than the rule itself, because the practical situation is also taken into account. I hope you could understand this direct and indirect. Thank you so very much.